Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 4 September 2025. Thursday night at 9. That means it's time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel. And we got one, and it's a big one. Before we get into the thick of it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First off, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale, which I will post on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also print them in the description underneath this video, so you can peruse them at your leisure. Also in the description, at the very top, above the terms of the sale, you're going to see 3 links to previous videos on this channel. The first one is entitled A Primer for Buyers. It is specifically pertinent to the Thursday night knife sale, and it explains how we do things and why every Thursday night. So if you are new to this madness on Thursday, please watch that video because it'll make your purchase experience go much more smoothly if you do. The second link, similarly, involves the knife sale. It's called FAQs for Consignors, and that video explains how to use this weekly event to move along some of your own personal collection. So if you're interested in doing that, give that video a look. And the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the Apostle P Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. And by the way, this is a great time to send in knives for sharpening. Backlog is low, under 3 weeks. And I've reduced prices as of, a month or two ago to the pre-COVID Trump 45 levels. That'll impress some of you and some of you not. And then when you move all the way to the bottom of the description, below those 3 links, below the terms of the sale, you're going to see the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps down the left side, pricing down the right. You can click on the timestamp and jump straight to that segment for the knife that you want to look at. Now, in the pricing column, you're generally going to see 2 numbers. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife as shown in the video. The price on the right is the price as sharpened by the Apostle P Knife Service. There will be no next day sharpening this week. I've got lots of work to do preparing for the Smoky Mountains road riding trip next weekend, so I really need to catch up. But not to worry, your sharpened knife will ship in about 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks. If you see the word sold, all caps, exclamation point, in lieu of pricing for any given item, that means it's been bought and paid for by its new owner. So no need to send an I'll take it or an inquiry about anything marked sold. Okay, I think that's it for the preliminaries. Let's get the terms up on the screen for you, and then we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? We have just 3 leftovers from last week. And here's the first one. It's from Benchmade. I'm going to say this knife was probably made late 2000s. It is the 806 SD2 AFCK Axis. So the AFCK, a very old Benchmade pattern that I think came about during the years when Benchmade was the OEM for Emerson knives. This one has a lot of Emerson-y stuff. Look at the G10. The blade is a very slender, let's call it a muskrat clip or a California clip with the old BK1 black coating. It is in D2 as the model number would indicate. Combo edge knife, 3 15/16 blade, 5.5-inch handle. And this is back in the early days of the Axis lock where they were giving you tip-down clip mounts, even though they obscure the Axis bar. You can go tip up, more conventional these days. So the knife rides on phosphor bronze washers, beautifully, by the way. Lockup is dead rock solid. Super smooth. Check out that blade centering. Really, other than a little bit of coating wear and a significant amount of clip wear on that painted clip, I'd be swapping that out. It is in pretty righteous condition. Long discontinued, not a stock. Sold listings on eBay for this model range between $190 and $474. We ran this last week at $170, got no takers, dropped it to $150 for the weekend. Still here. Let's go $135 this week, $155 with my edge. The AFCK Axis in D2 from Benchmade. Next, got one from Kizer in the old cool Kizer box. The outer sleeve, the coffin inner. It is the model KI3469S2. It is a mini Shoal, actually, although the box says Shoal. There you go. Beautifully milled all titanium handle. Right hand tip up milled titanium pocket clip. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. We got a flipper on ball bearings. Beautifully stone washed. I guess we'll call this a Tonto. It's either a Tonto or a Nightmare ground drop point. A little bit of recurve. Blade steel S35 the end. Blade length is 3 inches. Handle just 3 13/16. Very efficient blade to handle ratio. Oh, that clip is reversible. Son of a gun. There's your lock engagement. Beautiful, smooth ball bearing action. Nicely centered blade. Beautiful flipping action. Lockup's rock solid. Condition near mint to like new in box. Discontinued and out of stock. There's a current listing on eBay for this knife. Guy wants $208. Buy it now. We ran this last week at $160. Got no takers. Dropped it to $140 for the weekend. It's still here. Let's do $125 like it is. $150 with an ApostleP edge. The mini Shoal from Kizer. Next up. Now this one puzzled me. This is a modern folder from Leatherman. It is the Freek K2. It's a modern folder in that it has a blade that opens with a slot. Sheep's foot in 420 HC. Blade length is 3 5/16. Handle length is 4 9/16. The blade does lock. Kind of a modified lock back or something like that. You just push that little trigger upward and it releases the blade. You can see it snap into position. But we have another lock back here because the spine houses some tools. By the way, that handle is clear anodized aluminum. And to get the tools out, they do clump. They kind of all come out together. Large screwdriver, kind of an awl with a small screwdriver, a scraper, and then a Phillips screwdriver. And those tools do lock. And you release them with this lock. Pocket clip is a deep carry, reversible, tip up. Condition near mint, no box. These are available new at your favorite Leatherman web dealer for $90. And generally, Leathermans just sell right away on this sale, but this one has not. We ran it at $70 last Thursday. Dropped it to $60 for the weekend. It's still here. Let's go $50. Shipped priority mail, $70 sharpened. Near mint, no box on this one. Leatherman Freek K2 folder / multi-tool. And just like that, we're onto the fresh stuff. The first among them is from Benchmade. It is in a black box. It is the best iteration of the Presidio ever. This is a 570-1 Presidio 2. And the reason it's the best ever is because of the scales. These are a molded polymer that Benchmade calls CF Elite, a very highly carbon-infused polymer. And it makes what used to be a knife that was just too doggone heavy into an absolute joy to carry and use. Pocket clip is deep carry parkerized ambidextrous tip up. Axis lock mechanism. Blade rides on phosphor bronze washers. It's a sexy spear point with a big old swedge. Kind of a Blanchard ground finish on the flats and then glass beaded swedge and bevel. S30V is your blade steel. Blade length is 3 3/4. The handle is 5 1/8. Big, full-size knife, doesn't weigh much. Not quite a free dropper, but let's see. Eminently flingable. Rock solid lockup. Centering. Nuts. It is like new in box. This model currently available at your favorite internet Benchmade dealer for $200. That's just too doggone high. Let's do this one at $140 like it is. $160 with my edge. The Presidio 2 in CF Elite from Benchmade. Next, more Benchmade, another black box. This is the 273 GY-1 Mini Adamas in black 3D machined satin finish G10. Got a Parkerized deep carry clip, a little bit of edge wear from carry. That's why we like Parkerized clips, just makes them look better. Heavy axis lock mechanism. Blade opens with thumb studs, rides on phosphor bronze. Got that beautiful speckly dark gray Cerakote and a blade of CPM crew wear. 3 1/4 blade, 4 1/2 handle. Beautiful knife in the hand. It's a smallish, stout, everyday carry folder. Now, we have 0 side play, but there is a very small amount of vertical play. And I don't think it's because the axis bar and the blade tang haven't learned to be friends yet. It appears that the axis bar is basically all the way forward in the channel. So there might be a little vertical rattle in this knife. Does it hurt anything? Does it make it less strong? No. Would you notice if I didn't tell you about it? Probably not. But it's there. We'll call it near mint in box. This model currently available at your favorite Benchmade retailer for a Benchmade map price of $290. Because of that little niggle, we're going to price this one to sell at $190, like it is $210 with an ApostleP edge. The black and crew wear Mini Adamas from Benchmade. Next up, a knife I've been restraining myself from in the market. Another black class Benchmade. It's not a 940, it's a 9400. BK-03 Osborne Auto with the tumbled DLC blade and the burnt copper anodized aluminum handle. Rocking the Parkerized split arrow clip ambidextrous tip up. It is a button lock side folding auto with that blade we all know and love in CPM Magna Cut. 3 7/16 blade, 4 7/16 handle. Lockup, dead rock solid. Action, super fine. Centering, well, son of a gun. Let's call it, I don't know. It's awful close to perfect. Near mint to like new in box. Currently available online at your favorite Benchmade dealer for $340. Your price for this one? $250. Like it is. $275 with an ApostleP edge. Man, what a beaut. 9400 BK-03 Osborne Auto from Benchmade. Next, more Benchmade, this time a blue box from Oregon City. It is the current PJ version of the grip, right? The 551-S30V. For a while there were still 154 CM knives in stock, I think they added that suffix. They could probably drop it at this point. I don't know. because it's just a standard old grip with the black Norrell GTX handle. It does have a Parkerized Emerson style clip, stamped Benchmade maker's mark, axis lock mechanism, blade rides on phosphor bronze, comes out like a rocket. Again, not quite a free dropper, but it's close. Lockup is dead rock solid. Blade length, just in case somebody doesn't know, 3 7/16. Handle 4 5/8. That pocket clip is ambidextrous tip up. Condition is near mint to like new in box. They're getting $160 for these web retail nowadays. Well, that's just too doggone high, even if it is like new in box. This can be yours. $110 all in, shipped priority mail, $130 with an ApostleP edge. That is the S30V grip from Benchmade. Next up, it's another blue class knife. I think this is the most expensive of the blue class freaks, but it's not a super freak. It's the 560-03 Freek in carbon fiber. Beautifully 3D machined and satin finished. Red standoffs and thumb studs, Parkerized split arrow clip, ambidextrous tip up, axis lock, blade rides on phosphor bronze, beautifully stonewashed S90V. Blade length is 3 9/16. The handle is 4 7/8. Lockup, dead rock solid. That does have free dropping action. I called the centering very close. I don't know. I think it favors the top side ever so slightly. Its condition is like new in box. This model currently available online for $350 brand new. Let's do $245 on this one. $270 if you'd like it to come with an ApostleP edge. The Freek in carbon fiber and S90V from Benchmade. Next up, we got a major save me from myself moment from Benchmade's Hunt series. It's a 15534 mini tagged out in S45VN. So, interesting. The tagged out comes from the bug out family in its construction. The mini tagged out is about the same size as a regular bug out. So the full size tagged out, a larger knife. So normal Benchmade mechanics, axis lock mechanism, phosphor bronze washers, opens with thumb studs, stunning little clip point blade in S45VN. It's 3 1/16, just like a bug out. Handle length, 4 1/16. Rock solid lockup. Free dropping action. I think that's 90,000th stock, so a skinny slicer. Whoops. So free, I bounced it off the stop pin. Centering's dead. I guess I called it close. Why did I call it close? Let's see. I don't know. It's almost perfect, I guess. Might favor the top slightly. Condition is like new in the box. Currently available for Benchmade map price, web retail, of $290. Gulp. So this like new in box example, I have priced where I think it should be. And my consignor agreed. $195 like it is. $220 with an ApostleP edge. That's the mini tagged out, and that is one sweet EDC knife from Benchmade. Next up, we're going to move to the arachnid portion of tonight's video, and there's a lot. Actually, they come in 2 batches. Spyderco, made in Japan, Seki City. It's a stretch 2 PJ, black FRN, and a VG10 blade. There you go. The Volcano Grip Black FRN. 4-way clip. The blade, a full flat ground. I guess what would we call that? A Spidey spear? I don't know. Beautifully ground, by the way. Blade length is 3 7/16. Handle 4 3/4. Mid-lock with the buoy dent to avoid accidental release. Rock solid lockup. Blade's pretty free. Centering is, what did I say? It's hard to see as you're looking at it, I think. It's close. I think it does favor the top slightly. Just a superb knife in the hand. It is like new in the box. Currently available brand new for $114 plus tax at your favorite Spyderco dealer. Let's go $80 on this one like it is, $100 if you'd like it with my edge. The Stretch 2 Plain Jane from Spyderco. Next up, I think I teased you yesterday that there might be a knife I've never seen one of from Spyderco, and this is it. Made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It's the C263 GP Bodacious. Interesting. I would call it a Stretch LT. Why would I say that? I'm sorry, a Shaman LT or a Shaman Light. It's got smooth black G10. It's got an ambidextrous tip-up clip. Doesn't that look like a Shaman handle? Although it doesn't have the big radii on the corners. It is a compression lock with the bushing pivot. And that's a very stretchy blade, although the plunge grind angle is a little different. The stock definitely thinner. And the knife a lot lighter than a Shaman. But it kind of resembles it in profile, don't you think? Blade length is 3 5/8. The handle's 4 11/16. That sounds pretty Shaman-y. Lockup, dead rock solid. Near free dropping compression lock mechanism. Centering is kind of hard to see because the backspacer and the blade kind of run together. There's a shot of the tip. I guess I called it perfect. These are available for $225 web retail, Spyderco map price. Let's go $165 on this one. I got a feeling if you put this in your pocket, you're going to keep it in your pocket more than the Shaman just because it's not so doggone heavy. But it's kind of the same knife other than that. I like it. Anyhow, let's go $165 like it is, $185 with an ApostleP edge on the Bodacious from Spyderco. Next up, more Spidage. Another one from Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It is a Para 3 in S110V. It is indeed. That means it's going to have a Burple G10 handle. 4-way clip mount, bright hardware, tumble polished clip. The blade is, of course, in CPM S110V. Blade length, 2 15/16. Handle length, 4 1/4. It, of course, has a compression lock mechanism. It locks up rock solid. It drops very freely. And it is centered perfectly. Near mint in box, I do detect some pocket dust inside it, so it shows a little carry, a little bit of scuffing around the bug on the clip. But I'll tell you what, the edge is still factory sticky sharp. We'll call it near mint in box. This model currently available at your favorite online Spidey dealer for $237. Let's run this one at $160 like it is, $185 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Para 3 in Burple and S110V. Next up, I think we have a Knife Center exclusive. We do. It is a Manix 2 in CPM crew wear with smooth black G10. The Knife Center livery, so to speak. How beautiful is that? Yeah. Got your ambidextrous tip up clip. It is completely murdered, to say all black. DLC coated CPM crew wear blade. So beautiful. Blade length 3 3/8, handle 4 5/8, has the caged ball lock that operates just amazingly. Runs on phosphor bronze. Rock solid lockup. And the blade centering, I called very close. I would say barely favors the top scale. Barely. A near mint to like new inbox. Out of stock at Knife Center. When they were available, they were $168. You'd like to buy it for that, wouldn't you? And they're unobtainium. I could find no current listings on eBay, no sold listings on eBay. I don't think they made a lot of them. Your price, $220 like it is. $240 with an ApostleP edge. That is a sweet knife. Next up, speaking of Manixes, or would you say Manices? I don't know. We got another one, but it's a big one. Manix 2 XL with cobalt blue G10 and the Spy 27 steel. A little Sal Glesser concoction. What would we call Spy 27? Improved VG10, perhaps? Quite improved. Gorgeous cobalt blue G10. Bright hardware, tumble polished clip, ambidextrous tip-up mechanism, caged ball lock. Look at that beauty. Blade length on the XL is 3 15/16. The handle is 4 15/16. I'm sorry, no, it isn't. It's 5 1/16. The lockup is dead rock solid with a blade that is so free. Well, it's freer than that. Let's see. Not quite a free dropper, but close. Centering is, son of a gun, it might be perfect. Condition, like new in box. This model currently available for sale online at your favorite Spyderco retailer for $206 MAP price. Your price for this one, $150 like it is, $170 with an ApostleP edge. The Manix 2 XL in blue, cobalt blue, and Spy 27. Next up, why do I not own a knife like this? You're going to need to save me, boys. It's a Spyderco that comes from Seki City, Japan. It is an Endura. It's an Endura with blue or teal scales and a blade in K390. It is hard. It is tough. It is an awesome tool steel from Bowler. There is your dark teal volcano grip FRN, black clip, bright hardware, the Endura blade. I'm starting to detect just a haze of K390 patina, just a little fog, a little bronzy fog, no spots. Blade length 3 13/16. The handle's 4 15/16. Other than that, it's a full flat ground Endura. Rides on phosphor bronze, has a mid-lock, average blade tension. Pretty doggone nice centering for an Endura. You could call it perfect. These are out of stock. When they were available, they had a MAP price, Benchmade, or a Spyderco MAP price web retail of $153. Sold listings on eBay, and some of these are new knives, between $125 and $153 sold listings. Your price for this one, all in, shipped, priority mail, $110 like it is, $135 with my edge. That's the Endura FFG full flat ground in teal and K390. Next, we have a very interesting Kershaw. Does that look like an odd-sized Kershaw box to you? It is made in USA. The model is the 5150 CF Lucha. The Lucha. There it is. There is the answer to your riddle from yesterday's heads up video. The Lucha is a Balisong, a butterfly knife. Beautiful blue anodized titanium scales. Beautiful carbon fiber overlays. A latch that doesn't quite jump out when you squeeze it, but it's close. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at that thing of beauty. Kind of an acid stonewash CPM 20 CV blade, 4 and 11/16 inches in length, a beautiful swedge, looks like 1/8 inch stock. The handle length is 5 and 9/16. Just beautiful. The pivots are all ball bearings, and watch this. There is zero play, just a tiny little bit of flex. No play. That's a super well-made Balisong. It is like new in the box. Currently on sale at Knife Center for $250. Guys, if that had a butterfly etched on the blade, you would not be able to buy it for this price. Your price is $180 like it is $205 with an Apostle P edge. The 5150 CF Lucha Balisong from Kershaw. Next up, we got another Kershaw. No box with this one. What a little workhorse. This is a Link. The model number on this one is the 1776BLK. Black hard anodized aluminum scales. This one is wearing a titanium deep carry clip that goes ambidextrous tip up. It is a speed safe spring assist mechanism, riding on phosphor bronze, with a flipper. The blade is in M390, beautifully stonewashed, 3 1/4 blade, 4 3/8 handle. Stainless steel liners. It's a stainless steel liner lock. There's your engagement, if you can see it. Beautiful. Lockup. Perfect centering and speed safe action. It is near mint, no box. These are discontinued and unobtainium. I could find nothing nowhere. Nothing for sale, nothing recently sold. Got to be worth $90. That's your price. $115 if you like it with an Apostle P edge. That is the Link. Black stonewashed M390. Next, ZT time. Experience it. The knife in the box is the ZT0308 KVT with Coyote Tan G10 and a 20 CV stonewash blade. An in-house design from ZT. This was kind of their first knife back after selling their soul to outside designers for a few years. ZT did it themselves, and they did it well. It sort of harkens back to the Onion days, the early Hinderer ZT days. It's a large-ish, heavy-ish knife. Ball bearing flipper. Titanium frame lock with a steel insert. Beautiful engagement. Nicely stonewashed 20 CV blade. 3 3/4 inches in length. Not overly thick. Very high grind. 5 1/4 handle. Rock solid lockup. Pocket clip will be ambidextrous tip up. Centering will be zero tolerance. Like new in box. So map price for these is $330. Somehow, Blade HQ has been authorized to put them on clearance for $260. Probably where they should have been priced all along. Your price for this stunning example, $220 all in, shipped priority mail. $245 with my edge. That's the ZT0308. Next up, we have a travesty, an absolute travesty. We have a Vosteed pouch with a Vosteed microfiber. Inside comes, what? It's a Microtech 232-10 PU UTX-85 double edge out the front, automatic. Look at that little stunner. Blade is M390. It's 3 1/8 inches long. The handle's 4 7/16 to the end of that ball bearing glass breaker, which is also the clip screw. And for you lefties, if you don't know this, you can carry these things left-handed if you like. The handle is a beautiful purple hard anodized aluminum. Serial number is 85680, born August of 22. I'll call the button effort medium. Definitely could do this for the length of a feature film, annoying your wife. Reliability is 100%. There are some very, very fine wear marks at the front of the handle. We'll call it near mint in box, slight coating wear. These are available new in stock right now, I believe for $210 web retail. Let's go $160 on this one, shipped priority mail. Near mint, no box, just a Vosteed pouch. The UTX-85 in purple from Microtech. Time to turn the page. And that brings us to a very interesting knife. I think I teased you about this yesterday. It's from Arcform. It is the Slim Foot Automatic in purple with a stonewash blade. So designed by Jeff Blauvelt, Tough Thumbs Tough Knives, made by ProTech under the Arcform brand. It is a side-folding automatic, also anodized in purple. It looks very ProTech because it is. Pocket clip will be right-hand tip-up deep carry, button lock auto. Cleaver blade in 154 cm, beautifully stone-washed. Blade length is 3 3/16. The handle's 4 1/16, so very efficient blade to handle. Rock solid lockup. Beautiful centering. There we go. ProTech action. We'll call this one near mint in box. Out of stock at $190 web retail. Your price for this one, $135 shipped priority mail, $155 with my edge. That's the Slim Foot in purple from Arcform. Next, we have one from Demco. Where's my label? There it is. It is an AD 20.5 Coyote Tan G10 S35 blade, shark foot in shape. Here we go. What a beauty. That Coyote Tan goes great with the stonewash. Pocket clips are ambidextrous tip up. You have to change clips. The extra is in the tube. Opens with thumb studs, rides on ball bearings. Shark foot lock mechanism. Blade length is 3 inches. Handle 4 7/16. Lockup is dead solid. Action is sweet. Centering is very close. I think it favors the top as you're looking at it. Near mint to like new in tube. Available new. Actually couldn't find one this color, but similar. $250 web retail. Let's do this one at $175 like it is, $195 with my edge. The Demco AD 20.5 Sharkfoot Tan G10 and S35 VN. Next up, we have an entry from EMP EDC. Comes in the cool little Pelican style box with a card that tells us this is a Nymble T for Tonto in M390. Born July of 22. A first run knife. Looks like a black hard anodized titanium handle. Frag pattern. Milled titanium pocket clip. Opens with a flipper. Runs on ball bearings. I think you can also open it with the oval hole. DLC coated Tonto blade. Very cool blade design. Nicely ground. Interesting fullered slot. Blade length is 3 inches of M390. Handle is 3 15/16. Lockup dead rock solid. Nice forward finger choil. There's your lock engagement if you can see it. It's about, I don't know, close to 50%. Rock solid lockup. Beautiful ball bearing action. Centering, I wrote perfect, but it might favor the bottom just slightly. Might be able to cure that with a pivot adjustment. Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, that's better. That'll make it perfect. So, like new in box. Out of stock. New. I found a recent sale on Arizona Custom Knives for $275. Let's do $240 on this one. $270 with an Apostle P edge. The Nymble T from EMP EDC. Next up, we have one from Concept Knives. It's the K1089A3 Orion, designed by JB Stout. Very cool. What do they call this finish? Blackwash fluted all titanium handle. Nice aesthetic. Right hand tip up milled titanium pocket clip. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. Great purchase on that flipper and a gorgeous Damascus blade. You can also open it with a thumb disc. Does right on ball bearings. Blade length is 3 1/16. The handle 4 1/16. Very nice in the hand. I love the shape of that blade. There's your lock engagement. Looks like about 40%-ish. Rock solid. Super smooth ball bearings. Perfect blade centering. Condition. You know, I wrote very close on the centering. Looks perfect today. What do you think? Like new in box. $170 web retail if you want to buy a new one, or just buy this one. $120 all in, shipped priority mail. $140 with my edge. That's the Orion from Concept. Next up, another one from Concept. You just get the inner slip, no outer box for this one. This is the model number K1108A3. It's called the Bison. Kind of an acid stonewashed all titanium handle, beautifully checkered, I guess you'd call that. It's almost like little raised dots. Then the same finish on that sort of blackwash titanium pocket clip that's going to be right hand tip up. Little self guard going on in the handle. There's your steel inserted titanium frame lock. It does flip. No, it doesn't flip. It just opens with good old-fashioned thumb studs, as God intended it. Kind of a swedged clip point that's quite attractive. Also in the blackwash finish like the thumb stud. S35 VN is your blade steel. The blade length is 4 1/4. The handle's 5 1/2. Ray Laconico design. Beautiful lockup. There's your engagement. Drop shut. Beautiful centering. Near mint to like new in box. Available on Amazon of all places right now. Brand new for $200. You can have this one for $145 all in, shipped priority mail. $165 with my edge. The Bison from concept. Next up, we have arrived at the Rob's Pick tonight. Nobody guessed it. All my early birds had a shot to buy this week if they could guess what it was. Here's the big reveal. Native Chief in Rex 45. Burnt orange G10 scales. Nice OD green lanyard with a titanium bead with little turquoise dots. I don't know if those are real or manufactured, but pretty cool though. So here you go. Here's the star of the show. Full flat ground, Spidey Spear in CPM Rex 45. Mid-lock with a bushing pivot. Rock solid lockup. 4 1/8 blade, 5 1/8 handle. Just a dream in the hand. This knife is the poster child for this concept. A large knife will do anything a small knife will do, but a small knife will not do everything a large knife will do. Because really, from here to here, it's just a native. All that other length is just for fun or for reaching out and touching somebody. Super slicey, beautiful knife, lockup, rock solid. Nice free blade on the bushing pivot. Beautiful centering. Condition near mint in box. Discontinued, not a stock. Long ago, when these were available, you could buy them for $173 web retail. Sold listings on eBay right now ranging between $180 and $295. This one can be yours, the Rob's Pick, for $165 like it is $190 with my edge. What a beauty. Next up, more Spyderco. This one from Seki City, Japan. Delica OD and crew wear. This, I believe, was a DLT exclusive. Gorgeous OD green, volcano grip, FRN scales, black hardware, black clip, DLC coated blade, and CPM crew wear. Full flat ground, of course. Blade length is 2 7/8. Handle 4 1/4. Lockup, rock solid. Fairly free blade. Beautiful centering. Dead down the middle. Near mint in box. Discontinued, not a stock. When these were available at DLT, they were $116. Sold listings on eBay, however, between $170 and $230. We'll offer this one to you tonight for $125 like it is $145 with my edge. The Delica FFG DLT exclusive OD and crew wear. Next, more arachnid action. A Spyderco from Golden. It's the pair 3 in neon green with the black blade. There are your neon green G10 scales. Black hardware, black clip, compression lock mechanism. Rides on phosphor bronze, opens with a round hole. DLC coated blade in 20 CV. 2 15/16 blade, 4 1/4 handle. Rock solid lockup. By the way, that clip goes 4 ways. Almost a free dropper. And beautiful blade centering. Condition near mint to like new. In box. These were a Knife Joy exclusive. They are discontinued, not a stock. Sold listings on eBay for this knife range between $215 and $264. Your price for this one, $185 like it is $210 with an ApostleP edge. The pair 3 in neon, DLC, and 20 CV. Next up, another Spidey from Golden and another pair 3, but this is the FRN version, or the lightweight, in M390 with red FRN scales. The clip on this one Ambidextrous tip-up deep carry wire. There's your blade in M390. This was a DLT exclusive as well. Lockup is rock solid, by the way. 2 15/16 blade, 4 1/4 handle. Great little user pair of 3. Superb action. Centering is off to the high side just a bit. Lockup is rock solid. By the way, out of stock at DLT, they were $130 when you could buy one. Didn't find any sold listings on eBay, but I did find a current listing. It's a buy it now at $260. Good luck with that, because you can buy this one for $120. Shipped priority mail, or $145 if you'd like me to sharpen that M390 blade. The pair of 3 lightweight, red and M390. Next up, we will continue the red DLT theme with another Spyderco, also from Golden. This is a sweet knife, boys. The same DLT red, G10 scales, caged ball lock mechanism on the Manix 2, bright hardware tumble polished clip with the black ball cage. This blade's in 20 CV, 3 3/8 of it, 4 5/8 handle. Pocket clip will be ambidextrous tip up. It does ride on phosphor bronze and it drops freely. 0 blade play, perfect centering. Out of stock at DLT, they're dealer exclusive. When you could buy one, I'm not even going to tell you because you can't buy one. There's one sold listing for this model on eBay. Somebody paid $290 shipped. Does that sound like too much? It does to me. Let's go $220 on this one. $245 with an ApostleP edge. The Manix 2 red and 20 CV from Spyderco. Next, another Spidey. Military M4 plane. I think this will say Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. Look at that beauty, would you? Oh, that's a nice satin for M4. M4 fights the sander, just so you know. You've got 4 1/16 inches of blade, 5 9/16 inches of jade G10 handle. Yes, it's the Blade HQ exclusive. Great lock engagement, early but over the hump. You Millie guys will know what I'm talking about. Not quite a free dropping blade, but close. Nice action. Come on, baby. Blade centering, I think I've got it adjusted just about perfect. Near mint to like new inbox, discontinued, not a stock. I found one sold listing on eBay for this exact model. It did $356 shipped. Again, too doggone high. Your price for this one, $225 like it is $250 with an ApostleP edge. The Millie Jade Satin M4 from Spyderco. Next up, we got one from Demco Knives back when they were using boxes. You get all kinds of good stuff back in the day. You got a pouch, a patch, a box. It's an AD 20.5 with OD green Grivery scales. You can tell at a glance the Grivery AD 20.5s from the G10 because the Grivery will have this little flat on both sides for the clip to rest on. It'll say AD 20.5. The G10 knives don't have that. Opens with thumb studs. Shark foot slotted blade in AUS 10A. Blade length is 3 inches. Handle 4 7/16. There's your shark lock mechanism. Rides on ball bearings. Beautiful, perfect lockup. Super smooth blade. Nicely centered, but I think I said very close. I think it favors the top as you're looking at it. Condition near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock when they were available. They were $140 web retail. There are some other colors on sale for a little less than that. So let's do $100 on this one. 120 sharpened. The AD 20.5 shark foot from Demco. Next, I got two lights from Olight. We're not selling them together. We're selling them separately. But they're identical, just in a different colorway. They're both the Baton 4 from Olight. Hard anodized aluminum body. This one in OD green, this one in black. Accents are blue on the black one, gold on the green one. Side mount switch. 5 modes plus a strobe, 13 lumens max output. The clip is two-way, so you can either use it as a pocket clip or the bill of your cap. USB charging, running the 16340 lithium battery. I opened both of these. I have not charged them. Here's my evidence. This is a little peel strip that allows you to open the knife or open the light box. So I haven't charged them. They are literally brand new in box. And they have a web retail of $55. Here's what I'm going to do. $40 each. And to the first one of these two that gets sold, I'm going to throw in this Tool Logic key knife, which is about $15 brand new. Okay. So the Baton 4s, $40 each, no need to sharpen. First one bought gets the key knife from Tool Logic. Okay. Okay. I definitely teased you guys about this one yesterday. It's from LT, right? So LT Wright was half of Blind Horse Knives. He and his co-owner split. We have LT Wright Knives now, and then his partner now is Battle Horse Knives, I believe. And he makes beautiful stuff. Absolute working man's fixed blades, beautifully made. And they're, usually they're like between $150 and $250. But a few years ago, he came out with this one called the Frontier Valley. It's a small EDC fixed blade. This one is in AEB-L. And, well, they're not expensive. Comes in a beautiful fold-over bushcraft style sheath with an integral belt loop. And here's the knife. There's LT's maker's mark. What a beautiful maker's mark, deeply stamped. The AEB-L blade looks to be about 100 thousandths thick. Nice 90-degree spine. You can see where they've ground that super sharp corner. Blade length is 2 15/16. The handle's 3 11/16 in a matte finish black canvas micarta. Brass pin, brass lanyard tube. Just so good in the hand. Just beautiful. I would process a deer with this knife. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Just beautifully designed. Small knives are hard to design. And this is an absolute home run. So these are currently out of stock. When they were available, they would have been $120 web retail. Your price for this one, $95 like it is, $115 with my edge. The LT Wright Frontier Valley in AEB-L stainless. Next up, I know I teased you about this one yesterday. From our buddy Ben Belkin, Jack Wolf Knives, modern interpretation of timeless designs. You get the outer box, you get the big old aluminum tube. Look at that. This is called the Sharpshooter Jack. I guess we'll call it a fusion slip joint because it doesn't lock. It does come in the Jack Wolf split grain sheath. And here it is. It's Ben's interpretation of a gunstock jack in jigged titanium. Beautiful titanium scales, triple line bolster, chamfered single line end cap, about an 8.5 pull to a clip point blade that is full height hollow ground with a long pull, and a nice little swedge. Blade steel is S90V. The blade length is 2 15/16. The handle is 3 3/4. This does use a conventional kick for the closed stop, so you'll hear it. Yeah, it's got a normal walk and talk, and it's beautiful. Centering's beautiful. Like new in box, these are currently on sale at Knife Ship Free. I think they were $2.99. KSF has them on sale for $2.39. So we'll just offer this one at $195, all in, shipped priority mail. $220 with my edge, the Jack Wolf Sharpshooter Jack in jigged titanium. Next, from Spyderco, the last Spidey. This one, I think this is the first one we've had tonight from Taiwan. It is a Spidey Chef with that beautiful sort of acid stonewash over a bead blast on the all titanium handle. Ambidextrous tip up deep carry wire clip, opens with a hole, rides on phosphor bronze. Blade steel's LC200N. Blade length 3 5/16. The handle's 4 5/8. A proper carburized lock face, so you get just a little bit of stick to let you know it's there to make it secure. Beautiful blade centering. Lock up, dead rock solid. Centering down the middle. There is a small chip in the cutting edge right by the tip. Let's see if the camera will pick it up. I think you can see it about right there. So it appears that it's been touched up, but that chip is there. You can catch your thumbnail on it. Barely. So we'll call it near mint in box. Currently available brand new for Spyderco map price web retail of $300. Let's go $210 on this one, $230 with my edge. That's the Spidey Chef. Next up, from a Microtech, this is such a cool knife. Model 122-10OR. Double-edged Ultratech stonewashed standard. Oh, baby. Look at that orange hard anodized aluminum handle. Ain't it a beaut? Handle length is 5 inches to the end of the glass breaker. Button effort, medium firm. 100% reliable. Double-edged blade in M390, 3 3/8 inches long. Serial number is 246408, born 7 of 22. It is like new in the box. Currently available for purchase on sale right now at Knife Center, even in this color, for $263. Can't be nicer than this one. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail for $215. No need to sharpen. The orange and stonewashed Ultratech double edge from Microtech. Next, this is an interesting knife from the Benchmade custom shop. I think it's kind of strange to do a custom griptilian like this because basically it's an S30V grip with a different color handle. So the model number is CU551-SS-S30V custom griptilian. And it's got the dark gray Norol GTX handle, which is quite attractive. I hope the camera does it justice. Hardware's bright. We got a tumble polished split arrow clip. Knife rides on phosphor bronze, opens with thumb studs, and locks up with the vaunted Axis lock. Mel Pardue design. 3 7/16 blade, 4 5/8 handle. Lock up, dead rock solid. Free dropping blade. I called the centering very close. I think it favors the top ever so slightly. So you can't go on a dealer website to price this. So I went to a Benchmade custom shop and built it. It'd cost you to build yourself a new one just like this $160 plus tax plus postage. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, $110. $130 if you'd like it with my edge. That is the Benchmade custom grip in gray and S30V. And that'll bring us to the last knife in tonight's sale. It is from Chris Reeve. It is a small Sebenza 31 plain in Singo, but the claim to fame of this particular knife, this is the first run of the glass beaded handle. Here's your birth card. Born December 16th of 21. It's got the silver hardware, S35 blade, 59 to 60. Ooh, look, they were running both S35 and S45 at that time. You guys will be pleased it's S35. And here's the knife. Unmarked and beautiful with that glass bead finish. The handle length is what, about 3 1/8, or I'm sorry, 4 1/8. The blade length is about, 2 15/16. Single-sided stud. Got your canted clip so it rides on the frame and not the lock bar. The lanyard is intact in the box. There's your lock engagement. Got a little bit of goo right there. So if you measure to the ball, it's about 50%. Not a totally free blade, but new, right? Centering is Chris Reeve perfect. The condition we'll call near mint in box just because the lanyard's been removed. These are out of stock as usual. Would have been $425 if you bought one new. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail with all of its goodies in the box. $400 like it is $420 with my edge. That is the Chris Reeve Small Sebenza 31 in Singo GB for glass bead. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Have at her, boys.